Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a custom ship I have made. I've called it the Corvette, as just kind of looking at the design, I wanted to make a ship that kind of fit the role of being more of a kind of a warship than say a kind of a commercial ship, or like a kind of an all-arounder. Like a lot of the ships in this game, they kind of when you look at them, they don't really scream I'm a warship. They're more like I'm a general purpose ship, with the exception of the Vigilance, which is quite a big ship. So yeah, so I got the original design philosophy, or the original idea was when I was making, or when I was doing a review of the Abyss Trekker. It had a kind of a section off to the side of it, and I kind of liked how it looked, and I was like, this would be kind of cool if you took it off and made a ship out of it. And yeah, it just kind of went from there. I'm really happy about the turrets. I love having turrets on vehicle or vessels. I feel like if you put turrets on a vessels, it makes it look more kind of militarized. And you see there, I was able to kind of merge them with those wing pieces that kind of go inwards, so it kind of looks like gun ports. Then we've got some weaponry there. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think it looks really, really cool. Hopefully you guys too. Anyway, so we're going to get into the stats of the vessel. So it's got a fuel of 210, which it's for some people that might be quite low, but I'm quite happy with that. I think that's more than enough to kind of get the job done. It's got a hull of 1232, which really, really good for a B-class vessel. It's just nice having that amount of kind of, hull. Cargo capacity of 730. It doesn't carry a lot. Now, I wanted to make this thing as agile as possible, so I didn't want to have too much cargo because, it's a combat vessel. It's got a B-class reactor, 39 power. It's got the best reactor you can get at B-class. There it is underneath. Can house a crew of 6, which is very handy because it is a combat vessel. I like, kind of filling it with crew. It's got a 30 light year jump range, which allows me to go pretty much anywhere. It's got shields of 1125. Now, the reason I went with that shield instead of the Vanguard shield, just because I like the look of it personally, and it's still more than adequate. And then for weaponry, we've got 3 laser weapons that are mounted there on the kind of the front spine. Just because I like the aesthetic of them. I think they look kind of cool, and they're quite functioning. And then we've got 2 missile pods mounted on the back there. They're kind of playing more so the idea of them being more torpedoes than missiles, But and then we've got 4 particle turrets, 2 on each side on these little kind of winglets. So yeah, let's get into the overview. Obviously, you can't purchase this vessel; you have to build it. I just sold it so I could see the base stats without any perks, because I have perks that fiddle with stats. So let's check it out. So as you can see here, it seems like quite a large ship, but it's not really. It's quite small. It's probably about maybe twice as long as the Frontier, which, considering how armed it is, I feel like I did a good job of it. So around the side here, I was trying to get landing gear that looked kind of nice, and I went with these ones, the Tayo landing gear. I feel like they were the best ones. Just because I originally went with the Hope Tech ones, but they're kind of very pipey and they look a bit unusual. And then I went with 2 sets of engines because I like kind of mixing matching. I really like these bottom engines, and then they added the top ones there. It's like aerospace engines. Then we've got this little section here. Just give you a close-up of it. I really like these. So there's some slight clipping, but I think it looks kind of cool. It kind of makes it look like these are, like I said, gun ports. And the turrets function quite well, which is really nice. Anyway, let's enter. We've got a Tayo entryway at the front, just because.
Ready to take off, Captain.
So immediately we have this little 1x1 storage room down here, just to connect to the docking port and the cargo port, and then up we go. The first room we have here is crew control station. Gets the job done. All of this is styled around Stroud Eklund, just because I like the ship I like the aesthetics of it from the outside. Hello, Cora. And then behind here we have a captain's quarters, just, you know, because I just wanted a captain's quarters. Frick the rest of the crew, as they say. Yeah, pretty nice. And then we have the bridge. Now, I'm normally not a huge fan of Deimos bridges. This definitely doesn't give the kind of the fantasy of it being like a kind of, you know, like a big military vessel, just because you've only got single seat. But it looks good aesthetically. So we'll take it off, show you how she performs. Performs quite adequately. I think it's like mobility is sitting at like 99. We'll take her off. Now in the current configuration, I'm pretty much using all of the power, which quite decent. One of the biggest issues when it comes to shipbuilding in this game is if you build large ships and you want to have like landing gear that's under the ship as opposed to on the side of the ship, it can be kind of tricky because a lot of the under mounted landing gear has very low thrust. So as always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5, but if we were to remove the 5, we still have more than enough. So weapon wise, we've got those 3 lasers there, the dual missiles there, and then the turrets are turreted, you know, you can't control them. Anyway, quick speed test. I think it sits around 140, I believe. Yeah, 140. And it has a boost speed of... Boost speed is going to probably cap out 520. Yeah, around 525. The agility, which is really good. Like I said, it's almost max mobility. Yaw. And then roll. It kind of, the design kind of reminds me of, it looks like kind of a Star Warsy vessel. That's kind of what I was going for initially. Because I like the, in Star Wars, I like the kind of the militarized, like the, what is it called? There's like, in Star Wars, there's the, what is it called? I really like it. It's the Imperial Light Cruiser. I can't think of the name of it, but it kind of, I quite like that design. I feel like it kind of has like kind of inspiration from that. Anyway, we're gonna go down to the planet now and show you how to build it. All right, so here we are in the teardown. So this requires a lot of different pieces from different manufacturers, so you kind of have to bounce around a little bit. So we'll start with the habitat modules. So we have a Deimos DS 20.3 Phobos cockpit. It's 280 cargo and 2 crew space. And then we have the ship bed 200 landing bay from Tayo Astroneering. We have this 100 DP slim docker top from Deimos. We have the Stroud companionway 1x1, a Stroud control station 2x1, and a Stroud captain's quarters 2x1. The reason I went with Stroud as opposed to Deimos is because I just kind of prefer how the... Sorry, my dog is attached to my... Sorry about that, my dog was attached to my cable. The reason I went with Stroud over Deimos, I'll show you real quick. Because Deimos, like you would assume, would fit with the cockpit and stuff, but I don't know, it didn't. As you can see there, it kind of just didn't look as good. Those kind of extended pieces, but yeah, anyway. And then next we have the weapons. So we have 3 of these Singe P 4 megawatt pulse lasers from Lightsight, A class, 1500 range, 6.65 fire rate, 16 shield damage, and 4 max power. Now the max power, it's a bit expensive on power, but the reason I went with them is just because I quite like them because they're quite simplistic looking. And then for the turreted weapons for these Disruptor 3320 neutron turrets from Horizon Defense, B class, 4200 range, 2.5 fire rate, 29 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. And the reason I want these is because I think they look really cool. Statistically, they're probably not. They're not the best particle turrets. They're not the worst, obviously, but yeah. And then we went with 2 of these CE-39 missile launchers from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated. B class, 4800 range, 1 fire rate, 109.19 hull and shield damage, and 3 max power. And again, I went with these ones just because they look more like kind of torpedo pods. And then if we look at the landing gear here, we have 2 of these 4 of these Pinpoint 3G landing gear from Tayo. And then we have a single Nova Galactic NG20 landing gear wide. Now the Nova Galactic NG wide landing gear, you can see there's different variants. And these ones, again, they can kind of swap between. I went with these ones. I tried to incorporate these at the back, but it was just couldn't. It was very difficult. And then for the engine modules and stuff, we've got a Dun 71 engine from Amadon, B class, 3 max power, 26,580 engine thrust, and 5250 maneuvering thrust. And then we have a single SAE 5660 engine from Slayton Aerospace, B class, 3 max power, 24,300 engine thrust, and 5550 maneuvering thrust. Now, the reason I went with 2 sets of engines is because I like the idea of having, like, with your engines, one is your primary engine and one is, like, your kind of afterburner or, like, your booster. So, yeah, and I really like this engine. And then we have the 104DS mag inertial reactor from Dogstar, B class, 39 power, 3.54 fire. They don't really matter. I mean, the hull is quite nice, the 1125 hull. And then we have the Aurora 13G grav drive from Deepcore, B class, 10 power, 33 grav jump thrust, which in the current configuration gives us 30, which is very nice. We have the 500T helium 3 tank, 210 for ballistic solutions. This is kind of my go-to, just in general. We have the Warden SG400 shield generator from Sexton Shield System, B class, 10 power, and 1125 shield. And then we just have 2 of these Caravelle V101 cargo holes from Tekkert System, just because they give us 225 apiece. And then finally, for the aesthetic pieces, so we have 4 of these Deimos wings. We have 2 facing backwards and 2 facing forwards. And then 4 of these Deimos wing Cs, 2 on the right side and 2 on the left side. We have a Deimos Spine C4. We've got 2 of these. One's flipped backwards. We have 2 of these Deimos Spine E. One flipped backwards. And another one of these Spine C. And then we have 4 of these Shroud Cap A. 2 for the front and 2 for the back. And then we have 4 of these Tayo equipment plates. So yeah, let's get into the build. So first thing you want to do is you want to start off with your cockpit. And then your control station behind that. Going to move this forward slightly, and then behind that you have the captain's quarters, and then underneath we have this here. Now this doesn't want to play ball as usual because, you know, why would it? So we're going to have to do a little technique here where we're basically going to put this here like so for the minute, up here like that, and we're going to do a little duplication glitch. So you duplicate, flip it down it goes, and then that's... Now there's no clipping at all. I think it just looks nicer this way. And then for the docker, we're going to put the docker on the bottom there just to keep it out of the way. Now next we're going to start attaching the pieces underneath. So we're going to start with the grav drive. And we're going to strap the grav drive there like so. And then next we are going to do the reactor, like so. And we're going to slap this in here. Now, I like to merge it because it looks cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same technique as before. We're going to get one of these bad boys, slap it there, duplicate it. Oh, duplicate it first so it goes up, and then duplicate it a second time. Come on now. Ah, I see. I'm doing it the wrong way. Apologies. So we need to duplicate this one. So you put your shield generator or engine there. Slap this bad boy there, and then duplicate that down. Why is it not playing ball? We're being very difficult. Oh, it's because I need this, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right, so we're gonna try that again. You basically, the way you want to do this is duplicate up. Oh. As you can see, the duplication technique is a bit finicky. See, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Remember which way I want to blank on how I got this in here. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to figure it out. Okay, so I remember now. So with this one, I had to do a lot of the kind of the underneath to kind of slip it up. So basically all you want to do is snap it to the side like so. Down. Go down one more time like so. And then go across like that. And then just duplicate and it'll go up. And then that's... Also, I realize I'm an idiot because this is actually supposed to sit like that. So that was completely pointless. So next we're going to put the back thruster on like so. And then we're going to... Our little... this is going to... This has a little spot it sits into. So we need to... This goes here. Like so. And then now we do the little duplication. So we just snap it down under, snap it above. And there we go, like so. Now next we're going to put the little spine. So we just get them all together like so. And then we just connect them like that perfectly. Once again, we get these here. So they're set up basically, whoops. They're set up like so, but we're gonna put these ones on first, these bottom pieces. These just sit in the middle like that. We can mount our turrets to them. Same again on the other side, and then we're gonna get these bad boys here. Gonna put these like so. And then 2 more. Oh, whoops. No, it did not mean to do that. Alright, and this one like so. Yeah, perfect. Now we're going to go and place our turrets next, and the reason we're placing these before is because we're going to need to do the little merge technique again to get them to play nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these two pieces, and these are going to snap forward like that. And then same with the back pieces, they're going to snap at the back. Like that. Now for these ones, we're going to need to do the flip technique to get them to snap, because if you see, if I try to snap them now, they don't want to play ball. So we're just going to grab each one of them. We're going to grab each one of them, put it in, flip it back, and there you go. Same again. Bring it in, flip it back. Now even though these are kind of like, they look like they're blocking the turret's sight line, the turret can still shoot extremely effectively. So next we're going to do the shield generator first. We're going to put the shield generator just up on the top. Like so. And then we're going to put these ones here. I like them on the back like so. Just because I think they look kind of cool at the back. And then these lasers, we're going to mount them on the front spine like so. Now for the landing gear, basically going to strap 2 of them at the front. Now again, they don't like to, the front ones will play ball fine, the back ones don't want to play ball, so you're going to have to do a little technique again. So we're going to just move them up. Oh no, they do, never mind. I initially tried to place them, they didn't want to play ball. Now this landing gear has to go in, and it's a bit finicky. What we have to do is we have to get this landing gear in here first, like so. And then we have the merge. As you can see, there's the merge technique there. We're just going to do the same like as before. And we're just going to keep going up until it's in. By duplicating it, there we go, perfect. And then finally, for our 2 little caravels, I have these kind of just... You see there's like little snap points here. I just have them in here, and I just flip them. And they are merged in, but they don't look too bad. They kind of get the job done. And there it is there. That is the vessel. I think it does a good job. I kind of I'm trying to expand and make more like proper militarized looking vehicles, because there's not a lot of like, you know, where you look at a ship and you're like, oh, that's a combat vessel. Because usually with all the ships in this game, the turrets are placed very strangely. Like, because you think like turrets on like a warship, like they have specific points, like they're basically designed, you know, like they're designed to be there. And like I feel like it does a good job here with these, because it kind of makes it look like they're kind of hard points. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the vessel. And let me know what you guys think I should call it. So it's obviously a Corvette, but like what should I call it? Like what class Corvette? Just yeah. And yeah. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this sort of content and check out some of my other videos. Bye bye.